Wow, this is the biggest sea grape bush. Well, it's like a tree. I've never seen it so big. And I've never seen sea grapes so lush and grape-like. Look at these. Those. I've never seen them red like that either. Do they turn red when they get ripe? Maybe they do. Interesting. These are sea grapes. And they sure do look like grapes. Do they taste like grapes? That's the question. Look how some of them are actually red, just on this one. I want to know if the red ones are squishy and grape-like. That is very neat. Hello everybody and welcome to today's beach report. We're on the beach. Well, we're not all the way on the beach yet, but we got stopped by the sea grapes. Look how beautiful. They look delicious, don't they? I so want to pick them. I don't think they really taste like grapes, but they sure do look like grapes. Oh, look. Here, I'm gonna get close. Okay. These red ones, they're hard. They're all hard. I'm not sure what the red ones mean. If anybody does know, kindly tell me. But yeah, these are definitely not ripe at all. And they're very hard. They look like grapes, but they're not like grapes. Hey, Random Rants. My friendly neighborhood Yowie. Yes, I'm a beach bum every day. This is the beach report. Well, every day that I can. And today, we're marveling at the sea grapes. And I have heard of people actually making something with sea grapes. I don't know. I don't know what to think about them. We'll come back in a month, maybe a few weeks. I don't know. Who wants to go to the beach? Raise your hand. Beautiful Florida beach. I don't know, I think you can eat them random, but I'm not sure. I don't really know anything about the sea grapes. I'll find out. Maybe somebody will come on here and tell us. They look yummy. They look really cool. What's wrong, Jesse? We try to be positive here on the beach report. You know, there's no crying allowed at the beach. You see the beach, you don't want to be crying. That used to be my my rule for my children, actually. No crying allowed at the beach. They are edible. All right, I knew somebody had to know. Thank you, Michael Anthony. But I don't think they're ready yet. There sure are a lot of them, though. Now I know where to get them. Yeah, I've heard something about sea grape jam. All right, so the beach doesn't look very nice today. We got a lot of seaweed going on here. But I knew you guys would want to see the ocean. And I don't call this the beach report for no reason. I do love to take y'all to the beach report. I mean, to the beach for the beach report. So the water is pretty warm. It's probably about room temperature, I would guess. You know, salt water heals everything, even a broken heart. And I don't see any jellyfish, but I'm not really seeing the water look so... It looks brown today, which isn't normal. I feel like that's a result of all the seaweed. It's still beautiful. Now, for people who live in the Midwest of the United States, I know they've been dealing with a lot of smoke. And I feel like we might also be dealing with a smoky kind of situation. Thank you, Jackie girl, so very much. Oh, they're traditional fruits of the Caribbean. Interesting. I'm going to have to pick some sea grapes and try to eat them, but not until they look ripe. They don't look ripe. Anyway, you see some blue skies here, but we don't normally have so much white around. I like Spongebob. Actually, as a reporter, I once interviewed Spongebob for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. True story. My son was a little guy when I did that. He was about 4 years old. And they told me, hi, Jerry. They told me that I could not interview SpongeBob with my son there, because if my son saw SpongeBob with his head off, that it might damage him psychologically. So I had to interview SpongeBob in a separate room. It was pretty funny, actually. We'll have to go try to find that article. Children reviews SpongeBob. I believe that was in Butler Township, Butler County. My son loves SpongeBob, so that's why I thought it would be great to bring him to that interview. But yeah, they told me that my son might be damaged if he saw SpongeBob in his, without his head. Hi, Barbie. I have never ever seen crocodiles or alligators on the beach in Florida. But yes, there are always flesh-eating amoeba and such. So they say. Some people get sick. I pray it never happens to me. Oh, August or October. Okay, we'll have to wait till August. Thank you, Michael. We're going to do that. So how's it going in Pennsylvania, Barbie? Have you gotten the worst of the smoke out? Or you guys are being smoked out? I know all my Pennsylvania friends have been complaining that they can't even go outside because there's so much smoke. Martin, did you know that a buck-toothed cow says moof and a duck with no lips says cack? That's actually pretty funny. Schuylkill County. Yeah, is it smoky in Schuylkill County? Connecticut, you got the smoke there too. Jackie's from Pennsylvania. Martin's lightening up the beach report with some jokes. Hey, Rosalinda from Salinas, California. It's so funny when a character falls over and the head falls off and how the kids scream in shock. It's so funny. I don't know. They told me it was dangerous. Barbie, finally getting some rain today, which should clear off the smoke. That's what I wonder. Does the rain pull the smoke down to the ground? Is that how it works? I don't know. Hello, Mario. I love that name, Rosalinda. So pretty. No, Rosalinda Zavala Garcia. Did I say that right? That is beautiful. We could like sing a whole song about Rosalinda. Actually, Billy Joel did write a song about Rosalinda's eyes. That's a great song. Jackie says, I have FX, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and more in my TV in Pennsylvania. I don't watch TV, but I used to write for Nickelodeon. Hey, Arnell. Hawk Mountain. Is that in Schuylkill County? Never heard of it. New York, Debs is in the house. The rain here pulled down some clouds, but more clouds still coming above. Well, I'm taking you to the beach. It's not really smoky here. I don't know, it may be. It does look weird. We do have a lot of white in the sky, which isn't really normal. There's some blue sky there. There's no bugs, so that's a good thing. And I just wanted to have a little beach day with you. One time downhill mountain biking, random crashed and your helmet fell off. My mate freaked out. He thought my head had come off. Hilarious. That is hilarious, actually. But must have been scary for your friend. All right, Jackie, get something good. Don't eat garbage. Don't eat plastic. Don't eat fake sugar. Eat real food. Just saying. I've been looking for dolphins, and I thought I saw them. But it's hard to tell in the water when it's like this. It's kind of choppy. Yeah, good. Eat real food, not trash. Good for you, Jackie. Jackie knows. It blows my mind the things that people will eat these days. Crocs here walk 50 meters up the beach to drag people out of their tent. Random, where the hell are you? Are you in the by the Nile River? Are you in Australia? Where are you, Random? Because that sounds terrible. I would not want to stay on the beach on a tent if I knew that there were crocodiles that would come out and drag you out of your tent. That sounds just awful. But I will tell you a story that I heard just last week. Oh, from Australia. That sounds like an Australia thing. All right, so check this out. So I meet this family, and they live near Orlando. And the guy tells me that one night, pretty late at night, he hears this weird scratching on his door. Like somebody's trying to get in the house. And he's like, oh no. So he goes to open the door, and a gator just jumps on him. Actually bites him, and he somehow gets himself away from the gator. What a horrible story. So that does happen in Florida. And then their neighbor had the same thing happen, but because of this guy's story about hearing that weird scratching on the door, this guy did not open up the door and did not get bitten by the alligator that was waiting there. So, yeah. It can happen. Yes, Jackie Girl is very smart. We already know this about Jackie Girl. And you got to be careful about the creatures. They are out there. Those are very pretty flowers. I like them very much. But I can't show them. But thank you. Hi, Everett. Yeah, where are you from, Jackie Girl? Oh, she already said she's from Pennsylvania. She's a Pennsylvania chick, don't you know? I resemble that. There's Marco Polo. Yeah, I'm an Eastern Pennsylvania chick. I'm sorry, I'm a Western Pennsylvania chick. What does that mean when someone calls you queen? They used to call me princess, but not queen. Anybody find me somebody to love? Do, 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 do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, these people are fun playing in the ocean. Each day I get on my pine. Can't barely stand on my feet. Take a look in here. That's a hard song to sing by yourself. I love to see Dad and his kids playing in the surf. It's so beautiful. The weather is gorgeous, actually. Despite all of the seaweed, it's a really nice day. We've got a nice breeze here at the beach. A famous Aboriginal tracker here was called Jackie. That's interesting. We learned a lot on the beach report from everybody. And it's also nice because the sun is not blazing down, and it makes it a lot easier to come to the beach and film. By the way, I'm standing in the water. Woo! All right, queen can mean a few things, but for you, it would be the traditional you majesty type queen. Thank you, Random. I don't see any sharks. I've never seen a shark in the ocean, actually. I've seen dolphins. No, I've seen sharks. I've seen sharks actually on the West Coast in the Gulf of America. I think what you guys are seeing is the seaweed. I don't see any critters at all. I've been looking. It's very nice standing in the water. If it wasn't for all the seaweed, it'd be perfect. No, I would not make sushi with the seaweed. That does not sound appetizing. And look at the seaweed, you guys. It's stinky. It smells. I don't know. It's kind of pretty though. We're getting up close and poisonous seaweed. That's a lot of seaweed, guys. And then we've got a really hazy sun here. You can hardly see it. That's the sun. It's getting ready to go down. Hey, Bright. What's your weather like in Utah? See all these little hotels and apartment buildings. No, Jan, you're here at the beach with all of us. Don't be jealous. Be at the beach. Random's not much of a beach, yowie, to many killer jellyfish and sand in my butt crack. I'm a nice rainforest crystal clear creek kind of yowie. I love it. It is so crazy hot, right? But it's nice here at the beach. There's a really nice breeze. Feels great. Chicago, 88 degrees. That's hot. And I'll bet it's kind of muggy too, isn't it? Well, I thought everybody would appreciate a little time at the beach, staring at the surf. It just makes you feel good, doesn't it? Saltwater heals everything. No sadness at the beach. Marco Polio. No. It's Marco Polo. Thank you, Deb. 90 in Utah. And then you've got that hot, dry heat, right? You don't have a lot of humidity there in Utah. This is saltwater. This is the famous Atlantic Ocean. We're down here in South Florida. This area is called Lauderdale by the Sea. It's wintertime for you, Random, isn't it? It's cold at the personal mountain retreat. Oh no, your 2 broken arms. Dude, what happened? Aloha from Hawaii. How you doing, Hawaiian? We don't have any mosquitoes here right now, so I'm counting my blessings. Look at those people in the ocean. The ocean always looks nice. I love it. I could just stand here and look at it for days. The waves. These are some really nice waves too. These are like boogie boarding waves. Hey, Papa Smurf, back again. Only this time, we're at the beach. I have to take you guys to the beach. Hey, Marjorie. We don't call it the beach report for nothing. So I am not going to tonight. I'm gonna kind of lay low. I've been working on a couple of books that I need to produce by the end of the month. So I have a lot of work to do. But I am thinking maybe tomorrow. And definitely Monday's Jazz Jam with Janetta's Vendetta. We have to do that. Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate that so much. We'll be getting our musical chops on soon. But for now, we're at the beach. Bright says, I miss the beach. I miss the real freaking beach. I moved from New York to Utah a year ago. And oh my God, no real beaches here. I hear you, Bright. I hear you. I'm here for you too. Everyone needs to see the ocean. So I got you covered, Bright. You just stick with the beach report. I hope you have liked and subscribed. Hi, Bendel. All the beaches in Florida are clean. And the beaches in New York, not so much. Random crashed his KTM adventure bike out bush. Broke both arms, picked 250 kilograms, cane my bike with my good broken arm, then rode 2 hours home, then 4 days in hospital. So glad we have free healthcare here. Holy guacamole, Random. Sounds like you're lucky to be alive. How are you typing this? Your hands will work? Yeah, they're brown in New York. I know, it's not nice. Yes, we're praying for you, Random. I hope you heal up all perfect, good as new. Jackie, girl, you're wonderful. I'm glad you're here. You're such a sweet addition to the beach report. Look at these kids having such a great time with their dad, playing ball in the surf. Nobody has a cell phone or a tablet on. Nobody's looking at a screen. I love it. This is how you spend your childhood at the beach. I feel like things are more real here. Yeah, everyone's loving on Jackie girl. We're so glad you're here, Jackie. Oh, I had pizza yesterday, Marco Polo, for the first time in a long time, and it was actually really good. It was super hot here today, but I'm right at the beach. There is actually a really nice breeze, and it's just perfect. Lake Ontario Beach is great here. No brown. It's like an ocean, but a Great Lake. That is so cool, Debs. I love the Great Lakes. They're fascinating. I think it's so crazy how you have a freshwater ocean. And I've been to Lake Erie and the Niagara Falls in the winter time when it's frozen. That is quite the sight, to see a frozen ocean. The waves literally freeze. You gotta see it if you ever want to see a cool phenomena. Frozen beach is something else. Jared the Awesome Dude Studios will be in the steam. What does that mean? I don't know who Jared the Awesome Dude is. Yeah, Canada. Oh my. Poor Canada. Oh, Canada. Is Katie yet? She's still dating Justin Trudeau. That's some crazy stuff. Hi, Julie. What's up, Gabe? We're just watching the waves. We're just staring at the water. Staring at the beach. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Jared the Amome Dude Studios. The Awesome Dude Studios. Okay, interesting. Thank you. I do think it's high tide, Debs. I didn't see the signs. They usually tell you when it's high tide, but I didn't see. But I think it is. No, actually, I think that the tide is going out because look at all the seaweed there. If it was high tide, the water would be in more. So I do believe the tide is going out. All right, give us the dumb trucking dad joke. We want to hear it, Gabe. We love jokes on the Beach Report. As long as they're funny. There's Thomas Wilson. Another violent storm moved through South Georgia. I heard about that. We don't have red tide here. We just have red seaweed. It's not that bad. But I was seeing videos of like a lot of flooding. It looks really dangerous and scary. A semi-truck carrying Vicks Vapor Rub overturned on the highway. There was no congestion on the freeway for a while. Ha ha. That is a dumb dad trucking joke. Thank you, Gabe. Love it, and thank you for the star. We can all use a little joke, a little laughter in our lives. So we appreciate that, Gabe. That was a good one. My husband was Cuban and he loved that Vicks Vapor Rub. I swear he used it for everything. Yeah, the water does look a little bit choppy, but there are people swimming. There's a lot of seaweed in there. One of my bestest dogs is called Fred, said it's random. She loved it when I called her Freddy Girl. That or Freddy Fudpucker. I think she might have just loved me as much as I loved her. Oh, I know. I miss my dog too. Stuart dated a girl with a lazy eye once. Okay, I had a lazy eye when I was born. Yes, the ocean is so beautiful, Thomas. I had to bring you guys to the ocean today. It's been a couple days. And, you know, it's the beach report for a reason. That's right, Thomas is our trucker. Gabe, almost lost my life to a rip current in the Gulf about 15 years ago. I'm kind of scared to go more than a couple feet into the water now. Gabe, I almost lost my son in a rip current. So I hear you, and I totally agree. It is very dangerous. However, this water is not rip current water. I don't see any rip currents at all. It does look pretty safe in that respect. Jackie says, Game of Thrones ended 2 days ago on Thursday, July 16th on HBO Max. I don't watch TV. I've never seen Game of Thrones. Actually, I used to hear Game of Thrones. My roommate would watch Game of Thrones with her ex-boyfriend, and it sounded very scary. It was loud and screamy. Yeah, I don't think they're getting pulled out there. You don't realize it, but look at this guy. Look how he's standing. There's a sandbar there. It's not deep. And these girls look like they're far out, but they can stand too. So it's really not that deep. Random, I nearly had a fatal accident with a courier. I managed to avoid an accident, but it still gave me an awful fright. That was a good one. Hey, King Jesus coming soon. Oh my gosh, we're just going to tell jokes today. I can see it. 1995, me and my son almost died in Panama City Beach due to rip current. I learned my lesson. The Kella, I dream of getting to the ocean. Thank you for restoring my faith in that dream. You're at the ocean now, my friend. You just suspend all reality. I want you to feel like you're here. Hi, Ed. Weather is perfect. Game of Thrones ended, so no more episodes. The boyfriend might be sad to see that. She dumped that boyfriend. I didn't like him at all. No live music tonight, Jason, but maybe tomorrow. I have a lot of work to do. I'm trying to produce 2 new books, and I've got to work on those tonight. Yeah, you know, you can tell when there's a rip current. Here, I'll show you how there's not a rip current. You see how all the waves are just breaking a straight line. Even if they're going a little sideways like this, that's not the sign of a rip current. Actually, right there, that looked a little bit rip currenty. Currenty. It's not though. The rip currents you can tell because they do actually go sideways. These waves are not doing that at all. Maybe a little bit right at the edge, but that doesn't count because that's where they're breaking. Everyone likes you, Jackie girl, everyone. But yes, there are ways to get out of a rip current. You should never swim against the current. You can float out of the current, but never ever fight it. Thomas has a giant pot of home chili brewing on the stove. It's going to be the best. All the fresh. I am a huge fan of chili. Now you're making me hungry, Thomas. What the actual? I do love me some good chili. So you can tell that these waves are moving a little bit on a diagonal, but again, not a rip current because they're all moving on the diagonal. They're all kind of lopsided, but in the same way. Yes, we like smart, funny people on the Beach Report. Y'all fit in today. We don't even have any trolls on the beach report right now, which is fantastic. Oh, look, we got people in love. Those aren't girls. Someone said they were girls, so they're laying on each other. It's a man and a woman, I think. I don't know. Making out in the ocean. That's the place to make out. Have you ever made out in the ocean? Two different kinds of hot sauce, you mean, right, Thomas? Habanero. I don't like things to be very hot. Rotel. No-tell, rotel. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a beauteous day in this beauty hood. A beautiful day for a beauty. Thank you, Jackie. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in the neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Hi, Katie. We are in Lauderdale by the sea. And Jack has a point. A heck of a lot of seaweed here. And it does look nasty, but it's natural. And there's nothing we can do about it. This seaweed comes from the Sargasso Sea, and they call it Sargassum. Not sarcasm, but Sargassum. Thomas was conceived on Panama City Beach, according to my 50-year-old at the time dad. Mom wasn't supposed to have kids anymore. She was 49. They drilled retirement into me growing up. My goodness, Thomas, what a life you've led. Anyway, the sargassum is very important to the sea critters here. It looks bad, it smells bad, but it is part of nature. And there really isn't anything we can do about it. Sometimes Fort Lauderdale City will send out big dump trucks and they'll try to clean it up. But you just can't. It floats in from the ocean. What are you gonna do? Hey, Survival. It looks pretty rank and it smells pretty rank, but I'm at the beach, you know? I'm not gonna complain. The raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Do-do. The raindrops keep falling on my head, just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Oh, these raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. When we have a cyclone and the beach gets eroded, the idiots carry on about how the beach is destroyed. The beach is still there and it's all natural. Well, you know what they do here, random, when we have a big storm? They literally truck sand in from Lake Okeechobee and put it on the beach. And the beach is no longer destroyed. What is the truck driver's favorite part of the movies? The trailers. Womp womp. Good one. Thomas, you like that one. I bought my first stock at 17 years old, a company with 3 stores in Atlanta. Guess what company? 1979. Atlanta. Was it Walmart? Hi, Joan. I'm guessing Walmart. Deb says, I just found out today that they bring in sand into California too. Yeah, they probably get that from the Sahara Desert or something. I'm pretty sure they do. Home Depot, get out of town. Wow. Wow. That's very cool. And you still have that stock, do you? Yeah, we can't lose the tourists, Random knows. Yeah, no real sand anymore. This is Lauderdale by the Sea, and it is a beautiful beach. Original stock. Thomas, that is so cool. You were a smart kid. Yeah, I'll bet that's part of your retirement. And you're not that old either, are you? You're really thinking ahead. Good for you. Rhode Island has rock beaches, and that's interesting because so does California, but here in Florida, we don't have a lot of rocky beaches. Usually by the inlets, they'll have a lot of rocks, but in general, you don't see super rocky beaches in Florida. There is one beach up near past Jupiter called Blowing Rocks, which is very cool, but it's not normal around here. Hi, Benny. I love me some New Jersey. I started my career on the Jersey Shore and the Hamptons. Yes, Lauderdale is certainly gorgeous. I love it here. We've got a beautiful breeze. It's not hot at all today. Yes, we love our West Palm Beach family too. I wish I got Bitcoin, but I just couldn't believe in Ether money. I agree, Random. I don't know much about Bitcoin and money that's blockchain and all that stuff. I tried to research it, but I don't really believe in money. I don't believe in time. Whoops, sorry. I don't believe in time, money. It's all an illusion. So a bunch of people going into the ocean over here. I wonder why. That's a lot. What are they doing? They're like having a party in the ocean. Yeah, Bitcoin is interesting, but I don't trust it. We've got lots of really good shells on some Florida beaches too. Here, not so much. I don't even see any shells here. I just see seaweed. Hey, Curtis. Thomas says, I was working dock at Consolidated Freight when a driver making drop shipments said, son, buy this stock. It's going to be a game changer in 40 years. I bought 500 shares, all my savings. Guess what stock? Thomas, you are amazing. What stock? Okay, 500 shares. It's going to be a game changer. Microsoft? Hey, Papa Bear. I'm back in Fort Lauderdale. This is actually Lauderdale by the Sea. Tarpon Springs has sponge docks. Yes, sponges grow there. I've been there. We're glad you're here, Joan. Hope you have liked and subscribed and that you'll come back. Walmart. I said it before Walmart, Thomas. Wow, that's amazing. What stocks do you like now? City thought it was Apple. Yes, so much seaweed. It's ridiculous. I know, it looks really bad. But it's beautiful. We're glad you're here, Joan. The Godfather of Wood. Hello, Godfather of Wood. Unfortunately, we need money or something to barter, but I so believe in time because mine is all running out. But it's not real, Random. Your time's not running out. With Jesus Christ, you have everlasting life. Think about that. Hey, Firestar. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna get off the beach now. We've got a little bit of a sunset going on over there. This isn't red seaweed, it's just dried up seaweed. It's not nice. It doesn't help anything. No, it really does. It feeds little critters. There's little crabs living in it, all sorts of animals, flies, I don't know. It is for a reason. It's all natural. It is what it is. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you any dolphins. I really tried. Thomas, I'm heavily invested in autonomous trucks, the technology, self-driving. It's unfortunately the future. So you think we should buy stocks in autonomous trucks? Yeah, Marmot is doing the math. That seems like a lot. Five as in 5 million. I would actually be inclined to believe Thomas Wilson. All right, you guys, I am going to say ciao for now. I think Jesus was a man and a story to keep society polite. All my power comes from me. I don't know. All my power comes from the Lord. So, and I'm pretty powerful. I walk in faith. It serves me well. All right, you guys. Thomas living off the dividends. Sounds like the way to go. All right, you guys. We will see you all on the next beach report. We've got the beautiful surf behind us. And in front of us, we've got a beautiful sunset coming down the pike. Keep it real on the back wheel, guys. Thank you, Random. Always glad to see you all on the beach report. Nice to spend some time with you. Yes, I'm going to do coffee morning tomorrow morning, Thomas, okay? So stay tuned for that. All right, you guys. See you tomorrow on the beach report. Ciao for now.